The Ottawa Senators are extremely pleased to select from the Boston U Terriers, Brady Tkachuk.
Derek Brassard drops, goal in, score! 2-on-1, goes around.
Before we get this video started, I just want to wish all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. Y'all are the best. This day is for you, and have a great day. Now let's get into this unfortunate ending to the 67 season video recap. Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I am your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_. For updates of the games and, of course, breaking news. As well, please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app from the App Store and use the promo code SENSTalk, save $20 off your first purchase. Today's video, I was hoping the next time I have to do a 67's video, it would be in more of a positive light, but today it's a negative one, as the Guelph Storm have come back to take a 4-2 series victory over the Ottawa 67's. They're headed to the Memorial Cup. They win the series 4-2 after being down 2-0. Their next game is Game 1 of the Memorial Cup is May 18th against Noranda Huskies. Congratulations to the fans of the Guelph Storm, the fans, the players, and of course the whole organization. That team, they came back from like 3-0. They do the reverse sweep on the London Knights, 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals against Saginaw. They came back to win that one 4-3, down 2-0 to the best team in the OHL. They lose, the former best team in the OHL. They were down 2-0. They win 4 straight. They take the J. Ross Robertson Cup, as the Guelph Storm have taken down the mighty Ottawa 67's. Now let's break down this series and talk about the future for the 67's. In a great season for the 67's, nothing but great season for them. They really rejuvenated the fan base again. For the last few years, attendance has been really low, down to the 2,000-3,000s. As Senators tickets, the Red Blacks were the hot ticket in town, and 67's were kind of forgotten. They weren't really relevant. With the 67's, we're going to get to it later, but they're going to be relevant for a few years at least. They have some key players still coming back. They are going to lose some, but they're still keeping some, so they're going to be good still. But the 67's, they really rejuvenated this fan base. A great season for them, and hats off and a clap to them. This was a fantastic season, and we'll be back. So first, in Game 1, Ottawa dominates, coming out of the gates, 7-2 victory for the 67's. Things are looking good for Ottawa. There's no worry. The 67's 14-0 with a Game 2 win now, 14-0, 12-0 going into the series, 14-0 after these back-to-back first and second game wins. 14-0, first time in a long time in the OHL that's happened. But in Game 2 came with a loss, 4-3 for the 67's, very tight game. Cedric Andre had to go into this game making 26 stops on 27 shots. His DiPietro, after allowing 2 goals early on in that first period, had suffered a high ankle sprain. He would not come back for the rest of the series, and he was expected to potentially play Game 7 if needed, which would have been tomorrow, which obviously did not happen. So DiPietro will be resting up and will probably be heading to the Vancouver Canucks organization this next season. So once again, hats off to Mickey DiPietro on a great season with Ottawa. Really helped the 67's in the playoffs, and it unfortunately ended not in the way he wanted it to. But that's what happens. And before anyone says in the comments this is Cedric Andre's fault, I watched every game. This was not Cedric Andre's fault. He allowed some weak goals, yes, but he made a lot of big saves. The team in front of him played really sloppy and unconfident. After DiPietro went down, they weren't able to face adversity. Cedric Andre did as much as he could. He's still a rookie. He's the second year, I think. But Andre, he played it really well, and I'm not going to put this series on him. He's still a young kid, and the team should have played better in front of him. That's just my opinion. I think a lot of people can agree with me. Who watched the game, I think they'll agree with me. Game 3, 7-2 for Guelph. Now they reversed from Game 1 to Game 3. Guelph, they get their first win of the series, and Ottawa suffers their first loss. We will see now in Game 4, how will Ottawa recover from a loss for the first time in a long time. They recover by losing 5-4 to Guelph. 67's going to that third period down 5-2, or 5-1, something like that. They scored 3 goals in the last 2 minutes, with that fourth goal coming with like 1.5 left. Couldn't get it going. But they took some positives out of that game to the fifth game. I was at the game that was on Friday night. Great sellout crowd. Game 2 and 5 were sold out. Game 1 was almost a sellout. So great. Once again, the fan base was rejuvenated. City was behind them. Ottawa in Game 5 started off really, really strong, scoring the first goal, allowed the next couple of goals, but in the third period they scored one, down 4-3. Great chances, great attack, a little bit of sloppy hockey at end, but Popovich, the Guelph goalie, hands off to him, gets the win for Guelph. The Guelph Storm head back to Guelph with a 3-2 series lead with a chance to win the J. Ross Robertson Cup. That was today, and they do a couple empty netters and a huge second period for the Guelph Storm. They score 5 goals in the second period after Ottawa scored the first 2 goals of the game in the first period from Hoffenmeyer and Cody Clark, as the 67's fall to the Guelph Storm in Game 6, 8-3. Yeah, that's it. Brutal score for a brutal ending. They win the series 4-2 in the J. Ross Robertson Cup. They're headed to the Memorial Cup in Halifax. And once again, congratulations to Guelph on a terrific season. They were the better team and they deserved this series. As a 67's fan, if you couldn't tell, I'm a little heartbroken. But if this was the Sanders, I'd be a little more upset. But the 67's, this is a positive season because the 67's have not been this relevant since 2012 when they went to the Eastern Conference Final. The 67's they've needed a season like this for a long time. It's been a long time coming, and they finally got it. And the positive thing is, before we get to the stats, majority of the players are going to be staying. We know Lucas Chiodo will be leaving. We know Ty Fellhaber will be leaving. We know Michael DiPietro will be leaving. But most of the team core will be staying. You got Maximovic, you got Rossi, you got Kevin Ball, Graham Clark, Cody Clark. You got plenty of players there that will be staying, and the team will be very good for the next couple of years. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning for a new run. For OHL teams. This could be one of the next dominating teams in the OHL for the next few years. Mark my words. Hopefully I'll knock on wood, so don't jinx that. But yeah, the 67's are going to be very good. They have a bright future net with Cedric Andre. Contrary to what you think about him in this series, he's going to be very good. He's the reason the 67's were really good this regular season, winning a lot of those games. They got a great core on the back end with Kotyuk, Kevin Ball, and then forwards they got Cody Clark, Graham Clark, Maximovic, Rossi, etc. They have plenty of players, and they got players in the pipeline. There's nothing to worry about, 67 fans. This is just the beginning for something great. So goal leader for this playoff, Ty Fellhaber, who's going to the Dallas organization for sure as an overager. 17 goals and plus 50 goals in the regular season, 17 in the postseason. Ty Fellhaber, the MVP of the season for the 67's, I gotta say. Absolutely insane season for him, and nothing but the best wishes for him in his now new career with the Dallas Stars organization. The assist leader, other player that probably won't be returning, Lucas Chiodo, 20 assists. He was a trade deadline acquisition. 20 assists in this postseason. Good for him. Didn't really show up after Game 2, in my opinion. You know, the whole team really shut down, but he had a good postseason for a really good run. Points leader, Sasha Shemilevsky, he was dominant in every single game, and the San Jose Sharks really have a good prospect in him. Excited to see where he goes moving forward in his career. Mikey DiPietro, 13-0 record this postseason, .914 save percentage, 235 goals against average. Cedric Andre got that win in Game 2, 26 stops on 27 shots, 1-4, 844 save percentage, 515 goals against average, and I think, you know, some of those goals were weak, but majority, he made some big stops, Cedric Andre, and I mean big stops. And if you watch those games or you watch those highlights, some of those goals he couldn't stop, some of them he should, some of them he had no chance. The team in front of him just gave up, in my opinion. They just did not play well. There were a lot of sloppy, especially in Game 5. I was at that game. Man, they kept giving Guelph opportunities in front of the net. And guys like Nick Suzuki, Habs fans, if you're watching this, be excited about this kid. This kid is great, dominating. Tarasenko, but this whole Guelph team got plenty of chances, and they didn't cover the net. They didn't protect Cedric Andre, in my opinion. And I think that's fault to Andre Tourny. A great season for him as the head coach of this Ottawa 67's. But I really hoped he would have adjusted a little bit more to the defensive scheme of things against a top team like Guelph in front of the net, because Andre got too many looks. Guelph got too many looks on front of the net on Cedric Andre, in my opinion, which led to a lot of poor numbers and making him force to make big stops and ruin his confidence, in my opinion. But he will be back, and he will be doing well next year. Mark my words, knock on wood again. But the 67's are going to be here to stay for the next couple of years. They're going to be really good. And, you know, just hats off to the Ottawa 67's on a fantastic season. And congratulations to the Guelph Storm, their fans, and the organization and players on OHL J. Ross Robertson Cup victory. And good luck in the Memorial Cup. Represent the Ontario Hockey League well. Besides that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for the Stanley Cup final preview, or maybe a live stream with your knitting tree. So besides that, thanks for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at SENS_. For relative updates of the games and, of course, breaking news, please like us on Facebook at SENStalk, add us to our circles on Google Plus SENStalk, click the big red button down there, and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video or circle stuff. Please check our website, SENStalkCentral.com. We update that every single day. And of course, please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app on the App Store and use the promo code SENStalk, save $20 off your first purchase. Besides that, thank you for watching. Congratulations to the Guelph Storm, and congratulations on a terrific season to the 67's. You made Ottawa very proud. #NoQuit. Go 67's, go.